worker there next door.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe some of them would like to hire on.
Well, the road monkey job's the only opening we know about.
Well, there looks like some nice, strong young workers there.
There you go. And they're still coming.
Yes. And there's more.
And there's more. Come on in. That's probably the road monkey there. The last one in is always the one after the road monkey job. I'm Big Jake. I'm the clerk here. So he walked all this far for the job. I can't hire you. Orv Lynn has to hire you. He's the foreman. He's out on the cut. So, but he'll be back later this afternoon if you want to stay around and take a look for the road monkey job. So, and that last gentleman in, are you interested in that road monkey job? You have any idea what it is?
No.
Yeah, I think you'd make a good road monkey when you offer to take the job without knowing what it is.
Most people just at that age, if they get a job, they could.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Most of them do, but they think pretty hard about the road monkey's job. You like horses?
Yeah.
You know how to use a shovel? All right. You're going to be getting the road apples off the ice roads. You get $15 a month, 2 blankets, and 3 meals a day.
How much? $15 a month?
$15 a month. Yes, ma'am.
But back then, that was a lot of money.
A lot of money. Well, you figure if you go to town, you might make 20, 25 at the most. And you got to pay for your room and board, and you got to pay for your meals. Out here for 6 months, you get a roof over your head, and you get your meals.
That's right.
So $15 a month, it's a pretty good salary.
And 2 blankets.
And 2 blankets, that's right. Anything after that, I'll sell it to you.
And if I wanted a flannel shirt, what would
$2.
$2?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no money's required here. When you come into camp, I'll put your name, if Orv Lynn hires you, I'll put your name in the book here. And everything's kept on credit. And I'll keep track of your wages. The cutting season runs from mid-November to about mid-April when the ice roads go out and we can't pull the logs any longer down the roads. And then I'll figure out how much you made, and then I'll subtract anything you buy here in the Wanigan. The Wanigan's the supply store, and that's what I'm in charge of. They put me in charge of it because I can operate everything here up. Past 4th grade, so I can add and subtract. So that's the reason they got me in here as the clerk. But anyway, Orv Lynn lives in here. You see there's 4 bunks. Orv Lynn lives in here. Swamper George, he's the scaler, he lives in here, and I live in here. And we always keep 1 bunk open for somebody trying to hire on. And if Orv Lynn's not here, they stay overnight, see him the next morning. Or the boss comes out from the Northwoods, or the Sky Pilot comes in. Every now and then the Sky Pilot comes to see us. And the Sky Pilot's the minister. He'll come in on Saturday, get a meal on Saturday night, and go over to the sleep camp and talk to the men on Sunday morning. He comes through a couple times during the season. So we always keep 1 bunk open. But our contract's 6 million board feet this year. If you want to know how hard you're going to be working, we've got to cut 6 million board feet. And that's our contract. And just to give you an idea, we don't cut the logs in this shape, but a board foot is 12 by 12 by 1 inch thick. That's a board foot. So we have to cut 6 million board feet. Orv Lynn's out there pushing the men right now because we're trying to cut 7. He's trying to get the men to cut 7 million board feet during the cut because we'll lose about 10% going down the Mississippi River in the spring. So we want to make sure we get into a contract because if we don't meet the contract, we'll get this amount of money, 0. So the men are working hard out there.
Who do you sell that log?
Pardon me?
Who did you sell the log?
Who we sell the logs to?
Yeah.
To the mills down there at down at Little Falls. Okay. The logs go down there. I'll kind of explain that to you. Swamper George is scaler, and every log that we cut's 16 feet long. That's our contract. We cut them 16 feet long, and he's got to measure every one of those logs, tell me a board feet are in them. So when they come down to the river there, and you want to help me there, young lady? Yeah. For a second, come here just a second.
Just
I won't bite. Turn around so everybody can see you. Now, if she's a tree, we've cut all the branches off, so put your arms to your side there. Straight down.
like that.
Straight down.
Both arms. Straight down. So this is the log. We've cut all the branches off. Swamper George's going to measure the small end of this log, and I think this is a small end right here. Okay, so he takes his scaling stick, or we call a swindle stick sometimes, Scribner stick, and he's going to measure. What's that number right there?
6.
6, and he's going to go over 16 feet, comes down there, That's 6. He's going to add a 0, so you got 60 board feet.
Yes.
Thank you. You can sit. You go back over there.
Good job.
After he measures, no, the mill does that. Then he's going to take this book here and he writes down 16 feet, 80 board feet. Every night he's going to total it up and he gives that total to Orv Lynn, so we know where we are on the cut. So we keep that total. Then he's not done with you. Come back up here. Turn around again. Turn around again. Then he's going to stamp you. He's got to stamp you. Each end.
It's not gonna hurt.
Not going to hurt you. You go back over there. I won't hurt you. Now he's got to stamp each one of the logs. And what's that look like to you? Huh? What's that look like?
Looks like an axe.
Yeah, it looks like, well, look at the sign though. What's the sign look like? Turn around here. How about a dollar sign? The money. We got the money stamp.
Yeah, that's because it just says
Yeah,
dollar
money
signs
stamp.
on it.
The money stamp. That's what's going to stamp on each one of the logs. We've got the best stamp. There's 300 camps up here this year cutting lumber, cutting logs. And every one of them's got to be stamped, so when they get to the mill knows whose log it is and who to pay. Now, when you sign on, at the end of the season, they'll give you a check. It'll be mid-April. But you can't cash the check until June the 1st. They'll give you a check for your time and your less expenses, because we've got to wait to get paid by the mill when we get the logs down there to make the check good.
And if you don't get paid down at the mill,
Then we're all in trouble. Nobody's gonna have any money.
Do
It's
we
not
get
gonna be
paid
any
anywhere?
good. They're
Does the
gonna
monkey
take
get
that
paid
piece of
anyhow?
paper.
no.
They'll pay it into the bank, and then they cash that check when you get to town. But you can't do it till June the 1st.
Right.
How many times has the company not made?
Hasn't made it yet. We've always made our contract. Our contract's 6 million board feet.
Have you cut it close?
Nope, not with Orv Lynn. He's one of the best foremans there is. So anyway, I order all the stuff and keep the camp supplied. The barn boss, the cook, the tote sleigh goes into town every 2 weeks, picks up supplies. Then if you're going to buy anything, and especially you as a road monkey, you want to pay close attention because you want to bring all your stuff with you. And you're not dressed very well for the season. And you want to bring everything with you. Because as a road monkey at $15 a month, you're probably going to need a good pair of long underwear to get through the season. Right here. You know, they got this flap here for emergency regions, you know. That's $4. So how many days you going to have to work to pay for your long underwear? About 8 days. 50 cents a day is what you're going to get paid. You can pretty well burn up your money pretty quick buying supplies from me. Now, I'll sell them to you, but you want to bring everything you got. Most everybody brings all their stuff. They'll buy a few things from me. Probably $2 for the shirts, $1.75 for the rubber bottom boots. The leather ones cost you $2. Biggest seller I got's chewing tobacco. Everybody's got that nasty habit. You don't want to do that.
Any alcohol?
No alcohol, but I got medicine. I got medicine up here, I'll sell you. It'll cure everything you got, and all those things you don't know you got, it'll cure it too at the same time.
About how many men on a crew?
There's 72 men in this
70.
camp, 78 total with all the people running the camp.
Okay.
There's about 78. This is kind of a medium-sized camp. And the railroad, I heard they got railroad tracks in up north of us here, and they've hired on 200 men for that camp up there. So we run about a medium-sized camp of 78 people.
So if I want to be a lumberjack, how much would I earn a month?
$30. $30 a month. If you're a good blacksmith, you get 45. The best paid, the second, Orv Lynn, the foreman, gets 70. And the second highest paid person in camp's the cook. Because the men, the work's the same, the pay's the same in all the camps, the cook is the big difference. They hire on by the cook. Who's got the best food and the best cook. And Miss Rebecca's one of the best cooks. We don't have any trouble getting men. They're usually waiting to hire on at this camp.
How much you get a month?
I get 35 because I use everything from here up. So I get $35 a month.
Do they pay more for those guys that top
Yep.
the trees?
The more dangerous your job is, the more skilled your job, you get higher pay. The blacksmith gets 45, the wood butcher gets 40.
15 is the youngest age to get in. What's the maximum age? You just
As
can't
long
get.
as you can work.
Oh, okay.
you know,
As long as you can
work.
breathe, you
Yeah.
can. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you have to leave mid-season, you don't get paid.
You get paid for what you've been here. If
Oh,
you live
okay.
mid-season, I'll figure up your daily wage, and then anything you buy from here, and I'll give you a check for that time. Or if Lynn boots you out of here for fighting or drinking, that's the first 2 things you're going to get thrown out of the camp on. Then I'll figure up your time you've been here, subtract your expenses, and give you a check.
You don't need social security because you don't live that
Well, I don't know what Social Security
The
is.
average age, as I saw, was 46 years old.
46? Yeah, well, that's usually 46. You're the bull cook because you're probably a little
46
too old to
is when
work
your
out
dad died.
in the cut.
Average age is-
Yeah, the bull cook over there. So
Do you, does the company advertise in town if, like in January or February if you need
nope,
mowing men?
they know about this camp. Orvlin goes to town. He lets them know when he's going to hire. Usually we're first part of November. We're building the camp. There'll be a skeleton crew comes in, and the lumberjacks get in here about the middle of November to start in. As soon as we get the ice roads built.
Well,
Sorry, just one last question.
Yeah.
The sleds, the ice,
Yep.
what about the horses and their hooves? So you put some sort of special,
That'll be covered. Miss Nora's gonna give you a tour, and since you're hiring on, we're gonna give you a tour of the whole place. And the barn boss really wants to talk to the road monkey, because that's the job that's open. He needs one down there. So when you see him, tell him you're the one that's been recommended for the road monkey job, okay?
Appreciate the recommendation.
But next thing you better go see, if you're gonna stay here for 6 months, that's where you're gonna be. It's where you're gonna be sleeping. So we highly recommend you go down and see where you're gonna be sleeping the next 6 months.
yeah, I'll take them on down to the bunk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Orvlin's got to hurry for that road monkey job, but he does. You call me.